So when I first start working with clients, there are basically 3 rules of thumb that I try to teach the client. Maybe a little bit different way of thinking about things than how their previous CPA had them thinking about things. The first one is I try to have my clients focused on revenue, the income coming into the business, rather than necessarily the expenses. Expenses need to be managed. We don't want expenses to get out of control, but we really want to focus on growing the revenue. We want to look and see, and we want to set goals around, okay, where do we want our revenue to be? The reason that is yes, you can cut expenses and you can increase your profitability in the short term. By growing revenue, you can become extremely profitable, and we can actually see significant changes in the business over time. Growing revenue is much harder than cutting expenses, so most CPAs are going to avoid that sort of as a topic. One of the ways that we recommend you grow revenue is get with your marketing company. Make sure that you're spending the appropriate amount of money on marketing to get new patients in, and make sure that you're getting the Google reviews. Google reviews are a great way to help you draw patients into your practice when they're looking for a new dentist. My second rule of thumb is that we don't make decisions for the short term. I like for us to have an idea of where we're going for the next 3 years and make decisions based on that 3-year plan. When we're looking at making decisions for a 3-year plan, the key to the whole thing is understanding where you're going, what you want your practice to look like, what you want your employees to look like, and what you want your image to look like. And we make decisions that are going to help drive us towards that. If you don't have something like a 3-year plan, then what happens is you're just making decisions to keep you where you are now. You're not driving towards anything. And I want the practices I work with to be driving towards something. And it also gives us a tool to say, hey, does this decision fit into the 3-year plan? With that said, not every decision that we make or not every hire that we have can necessarily fit into that 3-year plan. A lot of times we'll have to make hires just to fill a need for right now, and knowing that it's probably not really the good fit for where we're going, but we also have to keep the business up and running and meet those needs. The third rule of thumb that I try to get clients to understand is that our goal is not to minimize tax in any one year, but rather to minimize tax over a 3-year period. When you're doing so, you're trying to balance when you make purchases and that sort of thing, so that you're staying within the same tax brackets on each of the years. You don't want to try to drive your taxes way down one year and use up a whole lot of deductions and that sort of thing that you're going to end up not getting the benefit of at a higher rate in future years. So really, there are 3 pretty simple rules of thumb. 1, we want to be revenue focused. 2, we want to know where we're going and have a 3-year plan to get us there. And 3, we don't want to look at taxes as a 1-year thing. We want to try to minimize our taxes over a period of years. If you have questions or comments, please feel free to email me at questions@mydentalcpa.com.